Hey guys, it's Will. Just want to talk a little about Beyond Meat company and the burger. It's a bit of a controversial topic because it depends on your philosophy in terms of if you're a whole food plant based, if you eat any processed food or oil and stuff like that, and then how it fits into the vegan or meat eating sort of industry. So I just thought I'd talk about a few topics in that area. Basically, the burger itself is a processed food. It's got saturated fat like from coconut oil and pea protein. It's a whole bunch of things, and it very closely mimics taste of meat. A lot of people can't tell the difference, so it's kind of targeted at meat eaters. It's actually in the meat aisle when you go buy a hamburger and stuff, which I generally didn't go to that section. So I don't really like that you have to go to that area if you're going to get it. But it's also in various restaurants and stuff. Now in Canada, it's at A&W, and they're having it at Tim Hortons. I think the breakfast sausage and maybe the burger. So, and then you can buy it in the stores like Sobeys and Superstore and other places. So the reason I'm talking about it is I think that it's a game changer in terms of like targeting meat eaters and converting people to more plant-based options. So from that perspective alone, it's arguably healthier, even though it is a processed food. So there's a funny argument within the meat eating community because they'll say like they'd rather eat um, meat because it's natural per se, versus a sort of a processed product. And the other thing I saw with regards to the Impossible Burger is they found Roundup or glyphosate or something like that in the burger itself, just based on the fact that they have wheat or whatever in there. So there's definitely an argument even for meat eaters that might be opposed to a processed quote unquote food versus an actual like I don't know, cow burger because they feel that that's more natural. So, but basically, I think it's gonna be huge. Um, and of course, it's up to you to decide if you're 100% whole food plant based, no oil, if you're gonna have it on occasion, and because it's so so similar to meat, it's something that most of us, if you've ever eaten processed chicken strips or burgers like bean burgers and stuff, it's not the same as the actual. For the most part, it's not really um, exactly the same as the burgers or whatever. So it was kind of a fun thing. I'm a little more relaxed now in terms of just giving these things a try, and because this is a whole new phase in terms of vegan food because it's um, so similar. And then they went IPO. They did an IPO recently, and it was like somewhere around $25, and it jumped to when it finally came on the actual Nasdaq, it was 45 or something like that, and then it just shot up from there. So I was actually signed up to get um, notified when the IPO was available, but the bank I was at doesn't wasn't part of the IPO, so I never was able to get the shares up front. And then I was waiting the morning it went on the Nasdaq, and nothing was happening for hours. So I went out and did some yard work, and by the time I came back, it had shot up from like 45 to I don't know what it was. And I thought, oh, too late for that. And then now it's even insanely higher. And it's hard to value these companies because they don't have like profits. There's no PE ratio or anything. It's uh, it's kind of like a multiple of sales, and so. And then what happened was recently, like today or yesterday, it dropped because Tyson Foods came out, but with a competitive product. But the funny thing is, it's not even vegan. It still has beef in it. So I don't know why it would drop because that burger is not competitive. It's not a comparable to the Beyond Meat burger. Um, so yeah, I may get in. I might look for it to drop and sort of look at. I look at a little bit of technical analysis, chart trends, and stuff like that. But I was really interested in getting in on it right away. But then when I didn't get it through the bank, and then I missed out that morning, I kind of felt like I had missed the boat and wasn't sure when to jump in because it was kind of going crazy. Um, and anyways, it's interesting just the stock itself, and then you have Impossible Burger. So people are thinking all these competitors are going to come out, but I don't know how easy it is to really compete and create something that quickly because they've been working on this for quite a long time. So, like I said, just with Tyson coming out with one that's not even the same. So, like in terms of being 100% plant based. Um, so yeah, let me know what you think about whether you would eat it or whether you think it's good for meat eaters to convert. And I think if the price of creating this stuff that tastes very similar ends up being cheaper than having animals and livestock and waste products and all that stuff, they're probably going to want to do it just from a financial perspective. But the demand's huge, and people are getting more conscious about that. So I think it's going to be interesting. So let me know what you think in the comments below on this topic, and I'll look forward to seeing those comments. See you guys.